nothing to measure, all for pleasure, naturally given for passion so driven. Thank God it's Friday. Thank God it's Friday. We waited all week until Friday is here.
It's Friday. Let's vibe into the weekend. It's another Friday. Happy weekend. We made it through the week, and right now we have time to do whatever your heart desires. So the topic of today, it's not easy. I'm gonna talk about this topic and everything surrounding it and what I personally feel about it. But before that, you see my t-shirt. I just came back from Brazil. Obrigada, Brazil. It was so amazing. People, if you have the chance to, or make it work that you have the chance to travel, it's so beautiful to see different cultures. And honestly, in these 2 weeks, I did so much that I feel it was more than a month and experiences for a lifetime, because sometimes we live, and also in the daily business, I would say, it's not always many new experiences, but when you travel and really into that, it's so beautiful to see different cultures. We went to the waterfalls. We had like 8 flights, I believe, in these 2 weeks, what is a lot, but we also saw a lot. So these waterfalls were so powerful. We even went with the boat, and they didn't tell us they will go right under the waterfall. And in that moment, I had the feeling I'm about to die, but I survived. I'm a survivor. That was our song. Because my friend felt exactly the same. But afterwards, we had the craziest laugh attacks ever. So sometimes it's good to not know what's expecting us, because sometimes we want to control everything in life automatically to be safe. But I realize more and more that the beauty is in exactly to not know what is expecting you. That are the most memorable moments we can have in life and unforgettable. We also went to the beach for sure. So we saw all these Brazilian people in their Brazilian bikinis. I also bought some amazing people, amazing culture. We every day drank this coconut water. I love it, felt in love with it. Tried all their traditional food like pastel, coxinha, and so on. And yeah, for sure, the caipirinhas. Tried. They even have several different ones with fruits. And it is just such a beautiful culture. We even had the chance in Rio de Janeiro. Wow, I felt in love with this city. Go visit it. These mountains, the ocean, the people, everything is amazing. And we also went to see Cristo, but also on the other side to the Sugarloaf Mountain. Such a beautiful view to that one. It's beautiful. And we did a special act of love, and you see it here on my hand, the tattoo up there. Incredible, forever in my heart. And we had the chance to, in Rio de Janeiro, to go there where they make and create all the Carnival cars, outfits, and so on. It was actually really magical because they changed Carnival due to the pandemic, and it will be in about a month, I believe. And we saw already all the cars they're gonna use. They're gonna have a Topic Africa, and we saw the cars. We were able to see customs. We were even able to try on old customs, and there was a samba dancer to dance samba with us. And that power and love of Brazilian people, the heart, the kindness, plus this passion, for me, really I felt in love with. Thanks, Brazil. Obrigada. Muito obrigada. And you guys, if you have the chance to, or if you like to travel, go there. You won't regret. So now, back to the topic of today in this Freestyle Friday episode. Actually, already the 14th. Thank you for watching. Thank you for being here. If you like this podcast, I would really appreciate you hit the like button and also subscribe to my channel to not miss any future episodes. Today we talk about the topic, it's not easy. How many times did you hear already from other people, but yeah, it's not easy, in referring to whatever kind of topic, but just the sentence, but it's not easy. So I ask myself, but what that really means? What does it really mean, but it's not easy? Does that mean it's difficult? Or does that mean it's not ordinary? Does that mean it's hard? Because you can interpret that in so many different ways, I guess. But still, people using the term quite often, it's not easy. So sure, we all, I think what we all have in common is we like to feel ease in our hearts, don't we? Because when we feel ease in our hearts, we follow the path of our hearts. There, on the other hand, there's our ego, and our ego seeks more for security. Our heart wants us to feel fulfillment. So that are two different paths already to go, ego or heart. But back to it's not easy. I would like to know from you what you think about the statement it's not easy. What do you personally think it means? Drop a comment, let me know. For me personally, I was never the person choosing just the easy route, more I would say the difficult one, but following truly my heart. And I also think that mostly people think something is not easy when it's not ordinary or when they don't see it for themselves. And there we also see if, for example, I have a dream and this is the path of my heart. It does, in my heart, it feels like I'm at ease when I'm doing it and it feels good for me, but you maybe don't see that path or don't feel it yourself. So then it's when it's not easy for you. So you would tell me, but hey, why you do that? That's not gonna be easy for you, you know? But maybe for me, in my heart, it feels like I'm at ease. So I'm talking about this topic firsthand for all of us to start respect more other people for their hard decisions, for the decisions they are doing with their heart because they feel it's the right path for them. And maybe even if you don't see it, or me or whoever, still try to understand and respect the person for who they are, because it's always harder to be the one domino in, imagine the domino effect, right? You have 1,000 dominoes here. They're all standing behind each other. If you start the domino effect, you know how it works. If you're that one domino who is trying to still stand and take another path than all the other 1,000 dominoes, sure, this is harder. Sure, this takes more courage. Sure, this is not easy. But maybe you do it because you know that for what you're doing it feels you are at ease in your own heart. So did you ever maybe think about this, if it was about yourself having a dream, or other people having a dream, or something they feel they are at ease with in their own heart? And that's the message I want to put out there today, because I feel it's so important. We are all different, and this is good, because if we would be all the same, life would be boring and we can't all do the same. then otherwise things also wouldn't be special no more. You feel me? So why not be different and respect each other that we are different for whatever and whoever you are, and just try to maybe ask the other person instead of assuming or judging, because I feel there is so much judgment in this world in a negative, hating way, which I personally don't appreciate and don't like. I feel we need more respect, more peace, more sharing, caring in this world. And we can start always within ourselves, not in the outer world, within ourselves, of how we are and who we are. And no matter what kind of dream you have, I believe in you that you can do it. And even if you're that one domino of all these thousand, of these million, and you have that strong belief in your heart that you can do this, never stop dreaming and standing up as this one domino, and go for it and give in all what you have with your heart, because it's only you. It's your life. You are living your own life. Only you. There is no one else who has to live your life and feel at peace within yourself. So, an example, why should you work in the office all day long? Because all these other thousand or millions are working in the office, and in society, the office job is ordinary. So no one asks you a question. If you're like, hey, what do you do for work? Oh, I'm working in the office. Oh, okay. That's nice. Do you like it? Blah, blah, blah. No one would ever challenge you for that you're working in the office, because it's ordinary. It's in society, it's a normal thing to work in an office, right? But I'm just making that example. Yes, I'm an artist. Yes, I'm a musician. I know people around me, they are too. But it's not such a respected thing to do as a profession. Let's just be honest. So if someone is like, okay, what are you doing? So I want to be a musician and I'm working on it. Many people see that in a different light, because it's not what most of the people are doing. So it's questioned. Can you really do that? Why you are supposed to do that? Do you have enough talent? But why should it work with you? But that's not so easy to do. So, but maybe these artists doing music, they feel ease at their heart, and it's the most natural thing for them to create lyrics to a song and create this magic. This is what fulfills your heart. So never ever stop what people question you about because they don't have the same desire, and that doesn't mean that working in an office is bad, and that doesn't mean that we can all be different, from doctor to artists to painter to working in the office or in a shop or having your own shop or whatever. There is no right or wrong. There is just a question of, why do we question each other so much, or judging the things so hard, what is out of society's natural habits? For example, when you're a tattoo artist, people maybe look at you different than when you are working in a shop where you sell clothes. But why? Because a tattoo artist is not so often to find than people that work in a shop to sell clothes. But is it necessarily good to judge them differently, or see them in another light, or treat them like they do something out of ordinary, so question them or assume that something is wrong? It's mostly because people follow other people or society's opinion. So let's make another example. I heard recently in a podcast that, I think it was a person, he tried to run a mile in about 3 minutes or under 3 minutes. And there was no one on this planet able to do that. and he was told, you're not gonna make this. Everyone said it's impossible. Guess what? He made it possible. He made it possible and was the first person doing it. In that same year, after him, 3 other people were able to run a mile under 3 minutes. What's the point about it? If one person stand up for themselves and believe in the dream and also can show it's possible, many others do also. If this one person is not standing up for him, herself to do it because the whole society doesn't believe in it, no one will ever stand up. So the message of today, no matter what kind of dream you have in your heart, and if you feel alone sometimes or not supported from the outside, follow it. Follow it, believe in it. Nothing is impossible. Sky has no limit, it's just the view. You can see this glass half full or the glass half empty. Sky has no limit, it's just the view. Is always how you or me or her or him sees things. But never there is something set in stone. It's only like this. You can always have your own dream, imagination, and what you want to reach and have your goal in mind, even if no other person believes in it. All you have to find and seek in yourself is that you are believing it to 100%. And even if everyone around it doubt it, if you really feel it's right in your heart, never give up. Cheers on that. On continuously dreaming and go for whatever our heart desires, because our ego in some moments is mad strong, but our heart is the strongest thing we can have and can feel, and that's a love. So if you have love for something in your heart, go for the love. That's all what I'm saying. So I would say we come to the Freestyle Friday wisdom before we go right into the freestyle, which is actually called It's Easy Not Easy. And right now we're coming to the Freestyle Friday wisdom of today, and it's by BlueLee, and it's called Do Not Pray for an Easy Life. Pray for having the strength to endure a difficult one. This should make you think about what having an easy life really means for you. Means maybe sometimes we choose a difficult route because the difficult way is maybe what other people don't see. But in the end, you still feel ease at your heart. So a difficult way can also be easy, when you understand what I mean. It's maybe not easy to get there, to feel ease at your heart. No, it's difficult. You choose the path. But the ease you feel in your heart doing what you really love to do is stronger than any difficulty in this world. And I wish you a beautiful weekend. Much love. Mwah. Freestyle Friday. Hold me, 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 hold me. On my path, I just wanna grab what my heart feels truly lasts. Every day a blast. It's not easy for you, but what when my heart feels easy is the truth. It's different than you, so you can't see through the desire deep inside every day for what I grind to feel ease at my heart, because my heart is smart. Society pulls it apart. They don't believe in art, not as a profession, even with all this passion. But how can I live behind the desk, all stiff, every day the same? Another one to blame, the same feels lame. Music my cure, music is